What if you could spot the end of a downtrend before the market actually reverses? Imagine identifying a bullish reversal pattern that many professional traders use to catch major breakouts early. And the best part, once you understand the psychology behind it, you will never look at the charts the same way again. Hello and welcome back to Strike. My name is Sakshi Dhamankar and today we are decoding one of the strongest bullish reversal patterns in technical analysis, the inverse head and shoulder pattern. In this video, you will learn what the inverse head and shoulder pattern is, why it forms, the psychology behind the pattern, how to identify it correctly, how to trade it step by step, common mistakes traders make, and whether this pattern is actually reliable or not. So let's begin. What is exactly an inverse head and shoulder pattern? It usually forms after a prolonged downtrend and signals that the sellers may be losing control. It consists of a left shoulder, a lower low called the head, and another low called the right shoulder. These three form around an important resistance area called the neckline. When price breaks above the neckline, the market often enters a bullish phase. Why is it called a bullish reversal pattern? Because it represents a transition from the bearish control towards the bullish control. It tells traders that selling pressure is weakening and the buyers are gradually stepping in. That's why many traders consider it one of the most reliable reversal patterns. Let's understand the psychology of this particular pattern. Firstly, the left shoulder. The market is already in a downtrend. Price falls and forms a swing low. The buyers attempt a recovery bounce. The psychology behind it is very simple because at this stage, sellers still dominate the market. Second one, the head. Price falls again and creates a lower low. This forms the head. But after making the new low, strong buyers emerges. So psychology behind this is also very simple. That is, this is where smart money may start accumulating. Sellers are still active, but momentum starts to slow down. Third part, the right shoulder. Now price declines one more time, but this time it fails to create a new low. That forms the right shoulder. The psychology behind the right shoulder is also very simple. That is the first major sign of strength. It shows that sellers are losing momentum, buyers are beginning to absorb selling pressure. Now the important part, the neckline. The neckline connects the swing highs between the shoulder and the head. It acts as the key resistance level. When price breaks above the neckline, that's when bullish confirmation usually comes. How to identify the pattern accurately? To identify the pattern, look out for these things. A clear prior downtrend, three throughs, the middle through, lower and the others, a visible neckline, volume increasing near the breakout. The pattern becomes stronger when the right shoulder forms with the lower selling pressure and the breakout happens with strong volume. So does the neckline need to be horizontal? The neckline does not only need to be horizontal. The neckline can be horizontal, sloping upwards or even sloping downwards. But generally, an upward sloping neckline is considered more bullish. A downward neckline may indicate weaker momentum. Exactly what does happen when the price breaks the neckline? When the price closes above the neckline, it signals that buyers have taken the control. That breakout often leads to trend reversal, fresh buying momentum, short covering and a bullish continuation as well. Many people have this question, can the shoulders be uneven? And the answer to that is yes. The shoulders need not be perfectly symmetrical. In real markets, patterns are rarely textbook perfect. What matters most is the overall structure, trend context, and breakout confirmation. Let's understand the different types of inverse head and shoulders. The first one is the standard inverse head and shoulder, is a classic bullish reversal pattern. Second one is the complex inverse head and shoulder, which may contain multiple shoulders, wider consolidations, and irregular structures. The third one is the failed inverse head and shoulder, in which sometimes breakout fails and the price falls below the neckline. This can trap buyers and lead to sharp downside moves as well. How to trade inverse head and shoulders? Step 1. Identify prior downtrend. The pattern works best after the clean bearish trend. Step 2. Mark the structure, then identify the left shoulder, head and the right shoulder. Step 3. Draw the neckline connecting the swing highs. Step 4. Wait for a breakout. Do not predict the breakouts. Wait for the strong close above the neckline. Step 5. Entry. You can enter aggressively on breakout or wait for the neckline retest confirmation. Step 6. Stop loss. Place the stop loss below the right shoulder that invalidates the bullish setup. Step 7. Set targets. Use the measured move techniques. Measure the distance from the head towards the neckline, then project the same distance upward from the breakout. Many people have this question, that is this particular pattern reliable or not? So the inverse head and shoulder is considered one of the more reliable bullish reversal patterns. But reliability depends on volume confirmation, market trend, time frame, and risk management. No chart pattern guarantees the success. Let's understand some common mistakes that you can avoid. Entering before the breakout. Premature entries can lead to false signals. Ignoring volumes. Strong breakout volumes add a lot of confirmation. Forcing the pattern. Not every 3-bottom structure is valid. A bad neckline changes the setup completely. And ignoring the market trend. Always check the broader market first. And the last one, no stop loss. Risk management is very, very essential in this pattern as well. Now let's understand the best indicators to use with this pattern. Some useful indicators include RSI, MACD, volume, moving average, and ADX. For example, if RSI shows a bullish divergence near the head, the setup becomes even more stronger. Inverse head and shoulders versus the double bottom. Both are bullish reversal patterns, but inverse head and shoulder often provides better structure, strong psychology, and clearer breakout levels. Double bottom, on the other hand, is simpler but sometimes less powerful. What exactly happens when the pattern fails? Now, this is something very important that most beginner traders ignore. Not every inverse head and shoulder breakout succeeds. Remember that. Sometimes the market gives a breakout above the neckline, attracts buyers, and then suddenly reverses downward. And this is called a failed inverse head and shoulder pattern. A failed breakout usually means one thing. There wasn't enough buying strength to sustain the move. Large institutional players may use the breakout zone to exit positions, trap retail traders, or create liquidity before pushing price lower. This is why false breakouts are very common in the market. A failed bullish pattern can lead to very sharp downside moves. But why? Because trap buyers panic. When traders who bought the breakout suddenly see price reversing, they rush to exit positions, and that selling pressure can accelerate the fall. At the same time, short sellers also may enter aggressively. That combination can create false bearish momentum. So, should traders use the inverse head and shoulder pattern? Yes, but with proper confirmation. It works best when combined with volume analysis, trend confirmation, risk management, and absolutely most important is patience. Remember, the real edge is not memorizing patterns, it's understanding the psychology behind the action. Have you ever entered an inverse head and shoulder setup? Comment your experience below, and if you want more trading concept explained in simple language, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow Strike for more. Thank you.